The piercing chill of the night seeped into my bones as I patrolled the desolate streets, my flashlight beam cutting through the darkness like a beacon of hope amidst the fear. As a seasoned police officer, I have seen my fair share of horrors, but nothing could have prepared me for the nightmare that waited me on that fateful night. The call came in over a radio, a frantic whisper reporting a disturbance at an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. Dispatch informed me that several suspicious individuals had been lurking around the premises, raising concerns among the nearby residents. With a heavy heart, I gripped my service weapon and made my way towards the eerie location. The warehouse loomed over the horizon like a malevolent spectre, its crumbling facade and shattered windows casting an ominous glow in the moonlight. As I approached cautiously, the sound of distant sirens filled the air, adding an element of urgency to the situation. As I entered the warehouse, my senses were assailed by a pungent odor that made my stomach turn. Dimly lit by a flickering bulb, the coverless interior revealed a scene of utter chaos and depravity. Broken furniture, discarded clothing, and blood-stained walls hinted at unspeakable horrors that had transpired with those cursed walls. As my eyes adjusted in the dimness, I noticed a lone figure huddled in the far corner of the room. A young woman, her body trembling uncontrollably, whispered a single chilling word that helped shivers down my spine. "Help me." Cautiously, I made my way towards her, my gun raised in front of me as I prepared for the worst. As I got closer, I saw that her face was contorted in terror, her eyes wide with a fear that spoke of unimaginable torment. She pointed a shaking finger against a shadowy figure that stood at the opposite end of the warehouse. "He's over there," she muttered, her voice barely above a whisper. "He killed my friends." My heart raced as I turned towards the direction she indicated. There, amidst the scattered debris, lay a horrific sight that froze the blood in my veins. The body of a man, his face twisted in an eternal grimace of agony, lay broken in the lifeless end of the cold concrete floor. As my gaze fell upon his body, I knew that I was not dealing with an ordinary criminal. This was the work of a serial killer, a monster who extinguished the lives of countless innocent victims. A surge of anger and determination coursed through my veins as I realized the gravity of the situation. Without hesitation, I charged towards the shadowy figure, my hand drawn and my senses heightened. As I closed in, he turned to face me, revealing a face that would forever haunt my nightmares. His eyes, cold and calculating, held a malevolent glint that sent a chill down my spine. A crooked smile twisted his lips as he raised his hands in a mocking surrender. "Well, well, well," he hissed, his voice a raspy whisper. "Look who's come to play." He took a step towards me, his movements fluid and predatory. I could see the madness in his eyes, a reflection of darkness that he had inflicted upon the world. In that moment, I knew I was in the presence of pure evil. "You're too late, copper," he taunted. "The game is over. You cannot stop me." With lightning speed, I lunged at him, tackling him to the ground. A fierce struggle ensued, our bodies thrashing against the cold concrete floor. He fought with the strength of a madman, desperate to escape my grasp. As we grappled, I could feel his cold, dead eyes staring at mine, promising a future filled with torment and despair. His laughter echoed through the warehouse, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurked within the human soul. But I refused to give in. I had sworn an oath to protect the innocent and bring justice to the guilty. With renewed determination, I overpowered him, pinning him to the ground as my handcuffs snapped into place. As the last vestiges of resistance left his body, a look of defeat crossed his face. The malevolence that had once burned in his eyes flickered and died, replaced by a cold emptiness. I had captured the serial killer, but I knew that the horrors he had inflicted would forever haunt the memories of those he had left behind. As dawn broke, I stood watch over the monster I had upheld. The warehouse, once a heaven for darkness, now stood as a symbol of hope and justice. As the first rays of sunlight pierced through the shuttered windows, I felt a sense of profound sadness mingled with a fierce determination to never let evil triumph. The arrest of the serial killer was a victory for all those who had suffered at his hands, but I knew that the scars of his crimes would run deep, leaving an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of our community. As I solemnly escorted my prisoner to the waiting police car, I couldn't help but wonder how many other monsters lurked in the shadows, their evil deeds waiting to be discovered. In months and years that followed, I dedicated myself to investigating and apprehending other serial killers determined to rid the world of their vile presence. The horrors I witnessed during that fateful night forged within me an unbreakable resolve to fight against darkness and bring justice to the innocent. And as I continued my relentless pursuit of evil, I knew that the memory of the warehouse and the monster I'd captured will forever serve as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can reside in the human heart.